Hello everyone, in this video I'll be recapping the best console mods of February 2025 in Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager. We actually got a fantastic amount of mods that released this month with some huge ones that I can't wait to break down with you guys. There's some comments saying that this month wasn't that great for console mods, and I disagree. We actually got some very great class mods as well as some huge overhauls to the game, new items. There wasn't many new heads, with only one new head mod. I didn't really like it that much. It's not on this list, but overall we got ourselves a lot of mods which I can't wait to break down. So the first one that I want to talk about is actually very huge. This is the Ancient Mega Pack plus Randomized Loot. So what this mod does is it randomizes all the items that you find in the game, and it also adds in 600 new items to the game. So the Ancient Mega Pack is a standalone mod. You don't have to have anything else. This mod was also made by Paramanov here. And with this, it adds in randomized items, 600 new items, and it includes the base game items, and it'll randomly throw them around in different areas. And it makes every playthrough unique, and that's great because I'm on playthrough number like 11 or 12 right now, and you know, you get to expect where certain items are, and this completely changes that and throws it on the side of its head. So this basically makes it into a roguelike experience, so you never know what you're going to get when you go through the game. And yeah, there's a non-random version in development. We'll keep vanilla loot intact. Another mod, there's a mod that's coming that'll keep loot intact, because right now this one randomizes absolutely everything. So there is a ton of things going on with this mod. You can see here a lot of changes overall, and this mod is just fantastic because it adds so many new experiences to the game. So I want to start with this one because this one's actually massive, and getting into some of the ones that I know a lot of people would really enjoy is the 5e Barbarian subclasses combined mod made by Sumer Dagnoth here. I love this class mod because it offers a bunch of new classes, such as the Path of the Ancestral Guardian. I covered this previously in a build guide. We also got ourselves the Path of the Battle Rager, the Path of the Beast, the Path of the Juggernaut, the Path of the Storm Herald, and the Path of the Zealot. So this comes with a bunch of new subclasses, and they're all based on the 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons rule set. They actually Sumer Dagnoth did a great job with adapting these for the game, and it just looks awesome. So you can see there the Path of the Ancestral Guardian. These images look amazing. The Path of the Battle Rager, which wears spiky medium armor and it's meant to throw its body at the targets. The Path of the Beast, just an animal in general. The Juggernaut, the Path of the Storm Herald. I love this mod. There's just so many good things I can say about it. Previously, we also got ourselves the Fighter Subclasses Combined mod made by Sumer Dagnoth, which is also fantastic and adds in a bunch of new classes to the game. And I'm very hopeful we'll see the Monk Subclass Combined and their newest mod they just released, which is the Ranger Subclasses Combined. But we just got ourselves a Barbarian Subclass Combined. Sumer Dagnoth does a fantastic job. They're also in my Discord server, so you can hit the link in the description if you want to join and thank them for their hard work. Next is another huge overhaul mod. This is the Path of the Skull Collector with 70,000 different skull combinations. So what this ends up being, it's like a normal barbarian, but every big boss that you take out gives you a new skull. And every skull that you use, you can basically give yourself a bunch of different spells from it. So if you take out some of the bosses like Lorokin, he gives you like Fireball, Ice Storm, and a bunch of elemental different spells. If you take out Raphael, you get the ability to transform into Raphael. So pretty much everything will give you a skull. You combined with it, and it just gives you a bunch of spells. I previously covered a build guide on this. You can check that out if you want to see how to optimize and take advantage of this, because it just adds so much stuff to the game. This mod was made by Almontes and Tomfoolery, and it's just an incredible mod. Now, there's another mod that adds the entire skull collection to the tutorial chest. It's not on console yet. Hopeful, since they released this one, that they may add that one at a later date to console, but this is fantastic. This gives you probably just as much playthrough potential as some of the other class mods, just because of the many 70,000 combinations. That's just crazy. It's also a lot of fun. It lets you spell cast while raging. There's just so much good stuff to say about this mod, so I have to put this one up high on my list. This is a fantastic one. We also got ourselves the Order of the Scribes Wizard. So what this class mod ends up being is it's basically a wizard that gives you a bunch of different spells, so you can learn some special ritual spells, so you can cast like Longstrider and all that outside of combat. You also get advantage on Arcana checks, and it costs less gold to learn spells. And also you get to create a Scrying Eye. This class mod's actually not overpowered. It's actually kind of weaker than some of them, but it's a good role-playing choice. So those that want to play a class mod that's not too overpowered, Order of the Scribes Wizard. Next, we got ourselves the Shinobi class mod. Now, this is a cool one. Now there is a problem with using different rogue subclasses. Some of them will overwrite the other ones, so I unfortunately can't show that off right at this moment, but this mod was made by Pigasar. I previously did a build guide video on the Shinobi subclass, so you can check that one out on my channel as well if you'd like. But it's not overpowered as well. This one's just kind of a balanced class, so you can become invisible if you're obscured, summons an illusion, distract enemies, you get dueling to fighting or throwing, and it adds unique throwing, which uses dexterity modifier for your armor or damage and attack rolls. And you also can get advantage on your next attack if you're obscured, and throw a smoke bomb, creating darkness on impact. This one's not that strong, honestly. It's not weak either. It's probably one of the better subclasses for the rogue. The rogue's just weak in general, so this makes it a little bit better of a class. I think Shinobi's pretty great. We also got ourselves the Dragon Knight class mod. Now, this is a cool one. Basically, what this does is it comes with 5 different subclasses. You got the Caustic, Flame, Frost, Rot, and Storm Knight. Each of them come with their own unique spells. The only issue is this does cause crashes for some people. I did a build guide on it, and the way to circumvent that is if you were to take a level of Fighter or Sorcerer when you first level up, and then multi-class into it, and then it works. But at level 2, when you choose your class passive at the 2nd level, it crashes your game, unfortunately, or my game and a lot of other people's games, so not everyone gets affected by that crash, but if you do, that's how to resolve it. This mod was made by Half Orc Forever. I like any type of Dragon Knight style classes, so this is definitely a welcomed one, and I'm a big fan of elemental classes. We also got ourselves the Rat King Warlock. Now, the Rat King Warlock is not powerful either, and again, that's kind of a cool thing. So with this, it gives you like Ray of Sickness, which can poison targets, and a Venomous Bite. You also get to summon a Packed Rat, and it dies very quickly. I went to do a video on a build of this, and literally as soon as I summoned this thing in, it died. So yeah, it's weak, but again, great for challenge runs if you want to go through with something that's poison based, because this is a very unique class mod. It is just a little bit weaker than others. This mod was also made by Pigasar, so they made the Shinobi one and the Rat King Warlock. So yeah, they have good luck getting their class mods on the console, and it's not that powerful. It also comes with some unique spells. Like you got this Poison Curse spell. You got the Black Death doing 8d8 poison. You also get a version of Eldritch Blast, which does poison damage, which is the most damage resisted damage type in the game, versus Force damage, which is the least resisted damage type in the game. So you can kind of nerf yourself. Yeah, it's fun. It's a good poison based class, but it is somewhat weak. We also got ourselves the Crypt Stalker Ranger. Now, I actually really like this class mod. I've done a couple builds on it because it gives you a choice of different summons. It's like the Beastmaster, but you can summon in a Death Shepherd, you can summon in a Mummy, you can summon in a Dark Justiciar. The Death Shepherd's my favorite. It's the strongest one, and it's a blast to play through. So if you like the Beastmaster Ranger and you're looking for something a little bit different, the Crypt Stalker Ranger is a great choice. And we also got ourselves another great summoning base class. So this could pair well with that other one, the College of Friendship Bard. Now what this does is it gives you some summons. It gives you a Ranger's Companion. It's not broken. The Sword Bard is stronger than this one, and I think again that is what makes some of these class mods so fun to play, is you're not bustedly overpowered. This mod was made by Arcane Impact here, and it's just it's a good wholesome class. So it comes with this icon here. It's kind of loosely based on the Wizard, one of the subclasses for the Wizard. But you can see there, you get the Ranger's Companion with this class mod. You'll never feel lonely again. And you can also create undead with it. So you're the master of summons with this class. And while it's not as strong as a Sword Bard, it doesn't have to be. The Sword Bard is bustedly overpowered. And this College of Friendship Bard is just a fun class to play. So definitely recommend this one if you're looking for something new to experience in Baldur's Gate. So yeah, that is that for the class mods, but we also got some other great mods. Like we got the CL Dastardly Accruement Rogue Gear mod. So you can see here, this adds a bunch of different armors to the game. We also got another version of this. So they actually got some really cool ones here. So you can see they're actually really nice looking appearance edits, and they just are based around playing as a rogue. So this is a mod by Copperleaves. We've gotten some other mods from them in the past. They look nice. So you got some that look like Orin's outfit. We also this month got ourselves the CL Inconstant Moon Cleric gear. So this is perfect if you want to play as a cleric. These items are really nice. I get asked about them often. So a lot of the times when I'm wearing an outfit, it's probably from one of these mods. So this is like Dame Aylin's armor. This is another cool armor with that little waist thing. So depending on which domain you play as, there's different items. Like some of them will buff the Tempest Cleric, some of them will buff the Death Cleric. They have that patched, or they have that already for patch 8 to come. So yeah, these two mods got added to the Baldur's Gate 3 today, or not today, this month, February, and it's a really great one. We also got ourselves a lycanthropy feat, so this allows you to transform into a werewolf. I know a lot of people have been asking for that because there's a mod made by Lord President on here, the creator of the vampire origin mod. We don't got the werewolf origin yet. However, we got the werewolf transformation, which is a feat that you can take, and it gives you the chance to turn into a werewolf, which comes with pros and cons, obviously. I think that's really fun, so it may be buggy, so please report bugs in the comments. This mod was made by Reginald25 here. This one's just a lot of fun to play, so I definitely recommend that. Now we also got this mod here, the fighting styles expanded. So this adds new fighting styles to the game and gives them to like the Blessed Warrior gives it to the Paladin. You can cast Guidance and Sacred Flame cantrips. The blind fighting, you cannot be blinded and you can see invisible creatures within 5 feet. The close quarter shooter gives increased bonus to range attack rolls, and you can make ranged weapon attacks as melee attacks, and attacks do not have disadvantage. This is awesome if you use a ballast armor and want to use a hand crossbow. Huge. You can also cast Guidance Shillelagh cantrips with the Druidic Warrior. Interceptor, whenever a creature gets hit, you can reduce that by 1d10 plus proficiency bonus if you're wearing a shield. This goes for fighters and paladins. The Mariner gives a +1 armor class for the fighter and increases movement speed by 10 feet when not wearing a shield or wearing heavy armor. 2-weapon fighting, ranger and fighter. When you're hit with a ranged attack using a thrown weapon, you can add your proficiency bonus to the attack. Tunnel fighter, the ranger and the paladin as a bonus action, enter a defensive stance, and when in your defensive stance, you can make opportunity attacks without using your reaction, and you can use your reaction to make a melee attack against a creature that moves within 5 meters of you. 5 feet, my bad, geez. And also we got ourselves the unarmed fighter for the fighter. This gives advantage on athletic checks, and your unarmed attacks do an extra 1d6 of damage. So these are cool, not overpowered, just gives new flavor and choices based on Dungeons & Dragons. This mod was made by Tyson Maniac 1. It's a great mod. We also got ourselves the hand cannon gunslinger mod. I love this. Skirby, you're the greatest. They make some really great mods, and they're all based on, you got some like obviously dark lightsaber. Previously, we got ourselves the Viper Carbine mod, but this one here is a hand cannon. It fits perfectly for the Artificer. I know a lot of people really wanted that. More gun mods for them, and it comes with the Gunslinger's hat as well, but these weapons look fantastic. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. Skirby does a lot of good. They also, I guess, released another one, the Infernal Katana. This got released yesterday. These are new katanas. They also have little sheaths that you can put them into. It's cool. I'm always a fan of new weapon mods, and these ones look awesome. And the ability to have them on your hip or on your back is pretty cool as well. So definitely recommend checking out the Infernal Katanas as well. Now, we also got ourselves the Namera's Mashups mod. So this one adds some new hairstyles to the game, and they're mashups of some other choices. That's like the Cambion hair with a top bun there. We got this one here, which has the Jedi braid. These are great. More hair mods. We didn't get that many this month, so I need to highlight this one because it's just, I know there's a lot of people that are waiting for more hair mods. Hopefully we'll see some stuff come soon, but yeah, look at that. That's nice. We also got ourselves the Roxas Shimmering Eyes. Now, I love this mod. I use this one pretty frequently. Now, this mod really does bring shimmer because these eyes look incredible. So you can see here some of the different eye mods that we got. Yeah, they're beautiful. I think this is one of my favorite mods for eye colors just because of all the vibrant colors that you get. Now, Rox has made a few different mods that I think work very well and add a whole new layer to character creation because these are perfect. If you got a thematic character that you want to create, you can make it with these very easily. So they also have made some other mods that have been released. So you got the Rox's Everyone Can Glow, which lets even non-tiefling characters have glowing eyes, which is just awesome. So they've done a lot of great eye mods. They also released this one, which got out on consoles, so the Rox's Vivid Aquarelles, and some more eye mods this month. Really good stuff. We also got ourselves an awesome mod, Graphics Fades Might and Metal Fighter Equipment mod. So this adds a bunch of new fighter specific gear to the game. I broke down every single item in Graphic Fades mods, and that's on my channel. There's 350 items, and they all feel very balanced for Baldur's Gate 3. And then, of course, with the Graphic Fade mod, you do have to have Fades Equipment Distribution mod, which does randomly assort them throughout the game into different locations. Well, not randomly. He put them into different locations, and it's very well done. So we also, this month, and alongside getting the Might and Metal, we get the Veil and Venom for the Rogue gear, too. So you can check out my video if you want to see every single item in that. There's a lot, and they're all very well balanced. Now, we also got ourselves the Draconic Elf Armor set. So this mod was, I did previously cover it yesterday. This has just some very overpowered items. Well, not very overpowered. They're somewhat overpowered, I should say. And this is great if you want to have some different types of gear that, you know, works well. You can check out my video yesterday if you really want to see it in full detail. This mod was made by Purple Wallery here. It's a pretty good one. And we also got ourselves the Scantily Camp Outfit mod. This one is really big. I cannot show you guys most of it because, yeah, it's scantily. You can't see it. So, the PC version, however, does have a lot of items, and I hope we'll see that some of them come. Like this is like a modified version of Dame Aylin's armor. I think this one looks really nice, so I hope that this one comes soon as well, just because I like the appearance of it. But right now, Cross Crusade only has a few different outfits in it, and we'll likely see more as it seems like they're going to be working on this. So you can see all of the different body types that are supported for each of the items that they come with, and we'll hopefully see some more come soon because this is just a great mod. Then we also got ourselves another random loot mod. This is the randomized equipment loot full mod made by Paramanov here. So this is another version of their mod. It's not tied to a specific location. Instead, it randomly drops in 500 plus loot lists. More replayability makes every run unique. So yeah, this is a really fun mod. Again, randomized loot is such a cool thing to have added to Baldur's Gate 3, especially on console, because yeah, it gives you a new playthrough every single time that you play. You're never going to get the same equipment. You can't rely on overpowered builds, and you can't rely on going for just the same thing all the time. You have to go with what it gives you, and I think that's where this mod becomes really fun. So more replayability, more fun. Paramanov has done a great job with these two mods. Just really great. Now, we also got ourselves a small quality of life change, the equip items as a bonus action mod. So this lets you switch out items as bonus action. I feel like this should have been the way it is. Using an action to swap items is annoying in game. So using that as a bonus action, I feel like would actually make some very nice choices. So yeah, I think that's awesome. We also got ourselves yesterday, the Baldur's Gate 3 unlocked broken items fixed. This fixes a lot of items that are actually broken in the game, which is awesome. So like, for example, it gloves the battle mage's power. It used to do nothing. Now it actually properly gives you arcane acuity, which increases your spell save DC when you do a weapon attack. We also got ourselves a fix to the enraging heart garb, which also did nothing. Now it'll properly give you wrath stocks charges. Pyro quickness hat, when used with a sorcerer, used to take 2 bonus actions away from you whenever you cast a spell. So now it actually gives you the proper usage. Bone Spike Helmet will now properly trigger on a save so that enemies still take damage. The Marksman Hat will now work on the offhand attack. The Boots of Speed gives disadvantage on their own attacks of opportunity instead of against them. So this doesn't normally the Boots of Speed would debuff your character. Now it buffs your character like it should. And Duke Ravengard's Longsword will now give you temporary health equal to your charisma modifier, not the person you're attacking. So this fixes a lot of base game items, and I think that's really nice. So happy to see that. And finally, the 5R D&D Backgrounds Player's Handbook 2025. What's cool about this is each background now comes with different skill proficiencies, and it'll give you a feat. So like the criminal gets the alert feat, but also gets sleight of hand and stealth. The guild artisan also changed around, gives you some different items as well. We also have ourselves like the sailor, gives you increase your range weapon attacks. The sage, which will give you mage hand, firebolt, and magic missile. And things like the soldier, which will give you the savage attacker feed. So this makes the choice of your different background much more impactful. So I think this is a cool mod, but let me know what your favorite mod on console is from February 2025. I think we got some solid ones. Maybe not the best class mods, but Sumer Dagnauth's 5E Barbarian subclass combined definitely carrying heavy, as well as the Barbarian Skull Collector. We got ourselves a lot of Barbarian based stuff in February. I'm not sure why, but hey, we'll welcome it because those are some really great mods. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That was 25 different mods that released this month. There was also some other ones. I covered every single mod that got released this month in my previous video. So subscribe if you want to stay tuned of more information related to modding in Baldur's Gate 3. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.